video, we'll show you how to use the tablet during your time with RamRide tonight. When you first turn on the tablet, you'll be taken to the home screen, which should have both the DriveLink app and the Google Maps app. The first thing you need to do is click on the DriveLink app. Once the app starts up, it will prompt you to log in. The driver ID is going to be your car number. If you're not sure what your car number is, you can always check the tag on your bag. The PIN number for every tablet is 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you log in, the app will take you to the city status screen. This screen is where the app will rest while in between ride assignments. There are a few different parts of the screen that you should be familiar with. First off, you may see a couple squares at the top of the screen with various numbers or symbols. This app was originally designed for taxicab companies, which often use zones to optimize ride assignments. Those boxes just denote which zone you are in, which you don't need to worry about. Also make sure you are paying attention to the buttons down here at the bottom. This button that says out of car means that you are currently booked in and ready to receive rides. If this button says book in instead of out of car after you've been logged in for a few minutes, then there may be something wrong with your tablet, and you should call dispatch admin to let them know. You can also see this button that says pick up. This button will change depending on what stage of the ride you are in, as you'll see when we go through the ride process step by step. Don't worry about the city or update button. When you get a ride assignment, it will look like this. Always hit the green check mark. If you hit the reject button, the system will continue to assign you rides, and if you continue to reject them, it will place your tablet in discipline mode, which will alert to the staff that you've been rejecting rides. If you want to take a break, we'll cover how to do that later in this video. As soon as you hit the accept button, the app will take you to the patron information screen. The address at the top is where the patron currently is. The second address is the destination address. You can also see the name the patron gave as well as the phone number. At this point, you will call this phone number listed and confirm that the patron still needs a ride. Make sure to call 3 times. If they do not answer on the 3rd call, leave a voicemail message letting them know that you are with RamRide, that you attempted to call them 3 times, and since they did not pick up, you assume they received a safe ride home, and that if they do still need a ride, they have to call back into the main dispatch number at 491-3333. If they don't pick up, or if they tell you that they no longer need a ride, you will cancel the ride, which I will cover in just a moment. Once you have confirmed that the patron still needs a ride, you're going to go to the top of the screen and hit the compass button, which will open up Google Maps and give you turn-by-turn directions to the patron's pickup address.
Head northwest toward West Plum Street.
Once you arrive at the pickup address, hit this back button until you are back at the patron information screen. Once you're in front of the pickup address, press the on-site button and give the patron a second call. Once again, make sure to call 3 times and leave a voicemail if they don't pick up. If they do pick up, let them know that you're outside. When the patrons approach the vehicle, ask them their name and make sure it matches up with the name that you have on your patron information screen to ensure you're picking up the right person. If they don't give a name that matches the name you have on the patron information screen, you can ask them for other information to confirm, such as the last 4 of their phone number or the drop-off address they requested, as sometimes the names don't get entered in correctly during the dispatch process. As long as they can confirm one piece of information correctly, it's okay to give them a ride. Once everyone is in the vehicle and has their seatbelt buckled, go ahead and press the pickup button. Once you press the pickup button, first confirm with the patrons that they still want to go to the address listed, which in this case is the Grove. If they don't, or if there are multiple drop-off addresses, you can exit out of the app and use the Google Maps app to navigate to any address as long as it is within the Fort Collins city limits. And once again, you can kind of go up here and hit the compass, and it will again give you turn-by-turn directions to the
Head north, then slight right.
drop-off address. Once again, you're just going to hit the back button until you're back at the patron information screen. Once the last person in the vehicle has been dropped off, you can press the Drop Off button. The app will then prompt you for payment. RamRide is a free service, so you will obviously not be accepting any payment, but just click Cash, and then OK. And the app will return you to the city status screen where you will wait for the next ride. Next, I'm going to show you how to cancel a ride. So once you're at this point in the process, this is when you should be calling the patron initially to ensure that they still need a ride. So let's say that you call them and either they don't pick up or they let you know that they no longer need a ride, so that's when you would need to cancel. So you're going to go ahead and hit On Site. And during the next screen, you should see a button down at the bottom that says No Show. No Show is the button that you can press and that will cancel the ride for you. So another important note, when you arrive on scene and you're calling for the second time, this is why it's really important that you don't hit the pickup button until after you've already called and confirmed that the patron still needs a ride and that they're on their way out to the vehicle, because once you hit the pickup button and navigate past this screen, the no-show button will no longer be available. So you're going to go ahead and hit the no-show button. And it may take a few seconds to process, but it will bring you back to this screen, which you should be able to receive ride assignments from this screen or any screen. If it doesn't take you back to the city status screen, or if it takes you somewhere else weird, I will cover how to get back to the city status screen in just a moment. During the night, you may end up having to exit the app, whether it be to use Google Maps or whatever else, and sometimes when you go back into the app, you may have navigated away from the city status screen and where the patron information is. It's really quite simple to get back. All you have to do is you should be on the menu, and if you're not on the menu, just try and find the button at the top right that says Menu, and go ahead and click Fare, and that will bring you back to the screen with the patron information on it. Let's say that at some point throughout the night you're getting a little tired or hungry and you want to take a quick break. In order to do that, instead of hitting the reject button, this is how the best way to pause the app in order to take a break. So let's say that you're just finishing up a ride, so you've already picked them up and you're about to drop them off. Just go ahead and pause on this screen. Just leave it here and don't complete the ride all of the way. If you leave it on this screen, then the system will not assign you a new ride. And then just make sure you call the dispatch admin number and let them know that you want to take a break. At the end of the night, it will make it a lot easier for us, and it will make the drop-off procedure go more smoothly if you are completely logged out of the DriveLink app. In order to do that, first you have to make sure that you're completely finished with whatever ride you're on. So make sure and go ahead and complete that like we showed you earlier. And you should be back at the city status screen. So in order to log off, you're going to come up to the top here and hit the menu button. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and hit sign off. It will ask you to confirm. And then, unfortunately, it will ask you again, so you have to come down here and push exit. Okay. And the way you'll know that you've logged off is if you see what just happened, the DriveLink screen will flash once and then it will go back to the main screen. And from here you can power off the tablet by holding the button in the top right hand corner of the tablet. You have to follow this procedure. If you just turn off the tablet without logging off, it's going to show up in our system as that you're still logged in. So just make sure to follow that procedure when logging out and turning off your tablet at the end of the night.